the war in heaven, the fall of Lucifer and the fate of the fallen angels. In the beginning, before the world, before the stars, there was heaven, a realm of perfect light, harmony, and obedience to the Almighty. Angels moved in beauty and purpose, singing praises that echoed through eternity. There was no pride, no rebellion, no death, until one being changed everything. His name was Lucifer, the light bearer. He was one of heaven's highest angels, radiant, wise, and powerful. The book of Ezekiel describes him as the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. He walked among the fiery stones of heaven and stood close to the throne of God. But pride entered his heart. He gazed upon his own glory and began to desire the worship that belonged only to his Creator. In the silence of eternity, he whispered his first act of defiance. "I will ascend into heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will be like the Most High." That thought, born in pride, became the seed of war. Lucifer began to persuade other angels, beings of light, that they too could be free from divine command. A third of heaven's host listened to him. They admired his power, his beauty, and his promise of independence. Together, they turned against the throne. Heaven, once filled with music, became a battlefield. The loyal angels, led by Michael the archangel, rose against the rebels. Revelation 12 describes it, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. The clash of divine beings shook the foundations of creation, light against darkness, obedience against pride. The rebellion failed. Lucifer's light darkened, his name stripped of honor. He became Satan, the adversary. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Heaven's gates closed to them forever. What had once been angels of light became spirits of ruin, the fallen ones. When they fell, the heavens trembled. Their descent tore through realms unseen by human eyes. Not all landed in the same place. Scripture and ancient writings describe where each group dwells to this day. Some, like Lucifer himself, were cast to the earth, roaming among humankind. The book of Job records God asking Satan, "From where have you come?" And Satan replies, "From going to and fro on the earth." These are the tempters, unseen spirits influencing hearts, nations, and systems. They whisper, deceive, and drive mankind toward rebellion, continuing the same war they once fought in heaven. Others were not permitted to roam freely. The book of Jude says, "The angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own habitation, he has kept in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day." These are imprisoned in Tartarus, described in 2 Peter 2 verse 4 as the deepest pit of gloom. In ancient texts, Tartarus is a vast abyss beneath the earth, a place of spiritual confinement where certain fallen angels await their final judgment. A third group, often called the Watchers, are described in the book of Enoch. These were angels who descended upon Mount Hermon, in the regions of Lebanon and northern Israel. They took human wives and bore offspring known as the Nephilim, the giants of old. For this corruption, God bound many of them beneath the earth and beneath the mountains they once descended upon. Their spirits, it is said, wander the desolate places of the world, ruins, deserts, and deep waters, restless until the day they are destroyed. Some traditions speak of spirits of the air, fallen beings who move through the heavens just beyond human sight, influencing storms, nations, and empires. Paul the Apostle referred to Satan as the prince of the power of the air, ruler of spiritual wickedness in high places. Others are believed to inhabit the seas and the depths, regions mankind cannot reach. The book of Revelation describes a beast rising out of the sea, symbolizing the forces of chaos and rebellion that dwell beneath. Ancient believers thought certain fallen powers were imprisoned in watery abysses, hidden until the end times. There are also those who linger in wildernesses and graveyards, the so-called wandering spirits, or unclean spirits. In the Gospels, when Jesus cast demons out of a man, they begged not to be sent into the abyss. These are believed to be the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, part human, part fallen, doomed to wander the earth without rest. Lucifer, their leader, moves freely between the realms of earth and the unseen. He is not yet in hell, but will come at the end of time, when, as Revelation 20 verse 10 says, the devil who deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where he will be tormented day and night forever. Until that day, he rules the kingdom of darkness, orchestrating his rebellion through pride, deception, and power. Across earth, heaven, and the abyss, the fallen ones remain scattered, some chained, some wandering, some watching, all awaiting the final day when their rebellion will end. The war in heaven may have ended in the skies, but its echo continues on earth. Every act of pride, every temptation, every rebellion against truth is a continuation of that same ancient conflict. The battle between light and darkness was not only fought among angels, it now rages in the hearts of men. And until the last trumpet sounds, until judgment is passed, the fallen will remain in their scattered realms, beneath mountains, in the abyss, in the skies above and the shadows below, waiting for the day when the war that began in heaven finally ends. This is the story of Lucifer's fall, of the angels who followed him, and of the unseen kingdoms where they dwell, a timeless reminder that pride turned angels into demons, and that the oldest war ever fought still burns quietly within the soul of the world. Subscribe to the Untold World for more forgotten history.